to another episode of TrexTalks. And today we are continuing our grilling session with Eric.
Yes.
Yes, so we'll be
One
talking
more.
about working experience.
Sure.
Very first question. Your average Singaporean versus people of a higher net worth. Definitely they're on a different income bracket. So which one is actually harder to work with?
Wow, this one no script one. Very difficult to answer. Okay, let's term this average Singaporean as if you happen to be walking into like a wet market. Okay? Let's put an example. Wet market. So, example, you go to store A, then you start say, okay, never mind, I will come back later. So, store B, store C, store D. Then you will start asking for discount. It's the same thing as when it comes to in the real estate business. Of course, if you are talking about like a colleague that first time that you actually met with them, in general, they won't be only meeting one realtor. They'll be meeting one realtor, second realtor, third, fourth, fifth, or even sixth realtor. So from there on, either they start to ask for discount, if not, the realtor will start to give discount themselves. So I think it's not very hard to work with them. It's just that you tend to need to be more tactful in how you do the presentation, show your value. If any of the average client who wants to ask for discount, that's definitely bound to have. Then we change to example the more than average client, the higher net worth kind. Okay, example we term as the NTUC finesse. So when you go to NTUC finesse, can we get a discount? Cannot, because everything is fixed, ma.
Yeah.
You dare to go to the cashier counter. Hello, can I have a discount? Cannot, ma. Same thing as you go into a boutique, you want to buy something, you cannot ask for discount. So these are the higher net worth or even higher than average income Singaporean. And then another thing I think importantly is the higher net worth client, because of the face value, they probably don't ask for discount. But I have to quote first, it's not everybody. So this is just based on my experience throughout these 15 years itself. So the journey of people who I met across from the high net worth client to the average Singaporean client itself. So very different. That's why I use the NTUC finance versus you go to a wet market. Hope that answer your question. So difficult, this question.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, like the other side of the argument is that some people say rich people are stingier, a little bit more calculative. But I guess in general, since they can afford and they see the value in a certain property,
yes,
then all the more they decide faster as well.
Definitely.
Okay. Talking about money and luxury, so have you ever had clients who judge you for your branded items, be it like your appearance or your luxury possessions, your cars, your watches?
The truth is, yes. Okay. For me, I think appearance is very important. First, appearance to your client, I feel is important is because same thing as if you were to walk into a boutique today, you see this salesman, dressed up very nicely. I think the buying experience will also be nice. Sure. Even when the salesperson pitch to you something, want to sell you something, you feel good also. So I think appearance-wise is more of me presenting to them. But of course, as a client who sees me today, I ever remember a couple of times some of my clients did ask around their friends, hey, must choose which agent because all agent all same one just need to sell my house, right? Then the friend tell the client, the seller, just choose the one that has the biggest car.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's in fact a co-lead, so it was a private property back then. After that, they will check CSIU check on your Instagram, see what car you drive all that. Yeah. Or even there's one case, a HDB one. After I finished my presentation, I went down to pick up my car, right? Start my car. Then they will be at the kitchen window down there, look at what car the person is driving. Same thing goes to the watches as well. Yeah.
Okay.
But I only got one one only. One and only in the 15 years.
What brand is it?
Lolek. Just one only. This one is award myself after 6 years working very hard during my initial days. Okay, so
Okay.
like that lah, huh?
Can. Okay. Wow, but bigger car means like what? Richer,
Heng
more
that
successful.
time I drive a Defender, super big.
Wow. Okay. Show your clients.
That's one of the ways that people thought lah. I also don't understand why lah. But it's just that because I think probably as clients, if they see that you're doing well, then they will have the confidence in engaging you too lah.
Okay.
That's the only thing
true,
that I
that's
can
true.
think of. Yeah.
But has any clients felt that like it's a little too try hard?
I don't really think so for my part because I think every advice, experience that I share with them, go through with them, I think this is the kind of values that I actually impart to them. So I don't think this part is very, very difficult. Of course, like I also mentioned previously, I think if you doesn't know any questions, just there to put it out across to say, I don't know, I will need to check. I can check for you. I think this is the very, very true part that every individual will need to understand. Because even for me, I think in the industry for 15 years, it is still a learning process on a daily basis. I think flaunting wise or what, I mean, if you don't have it, no need to flaunt, just be yourself truthfully. That one very important, huh? Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Speaking of flaunting, so does flaunting wealth actually help in real estate?
Sadly to say, yes.
Wow. So when you talk to your clients, your LV watch here. So today.
No lah, I don't do that. I
Can
do not
you
do
sign
lah.
the paper for me?
Yeah. But of course, I think, like I mentioned, if they see that you are doing well, I think confidence level is always there for them to be engaging you. Another thing, probably to understand that some realtors that I know literally purposely flaunt it because they are hoping that the higher net worth client will notice them. So from there on, it's a different level of clientele that they are actually trying to achieve. No wrong in that, I feel that. So it depending on what kind of clientele base that you are actually looking at. Yeah, I mean, again, importantly, look good, feel good. When you do a presentation to the client will also feel the energy that comes out from you. Yeah.
That's true. And based on your experience, actually, realistically, how many people can afford a private property before turning 30?
In this current era, I think a lot of the younger generation below 30, they do have the capability to afford a condo. Just for example, as age 30 or so, just a combined income of $8,000, you can easily loan up to 1.2 million. Okay, 1.2 million, of course, you can't get a very big unit in the building under construction development today. But of course, if you are looking based on, example, a resale market, you can easily get something that is very, very decent for own stay. A lot of the younger generation, they can actually afford. So if your income actually exceeds more than $10,000, apart from just able to look into the resale market, you can also look into the newer sector, which is the building under construction, the new development market. Yeah.
I see. Okay. With this point, because I think sometimes a lot of young people disagree and they say that, I don't have enough money for this and for that. So from your experience working with clients who are under 30, did they afford the whole thing themselves, or like do they have like parents like funding financially?
I have experience whereby, in fact, most of the down payment is supported financially by the parents.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. No wrong in that. It's just a way of, I think, helping the kids to have a kickstart in their first property. Or even a resale property itself, be it a HDB or a private development. There are also cases whereby some of them, it's always an 80-20 rule. 80% you 靠你自己啦, okay? The 20% rule that, of course, you can always seek help from your parents. I think it's very, very common in today's era. Or even back then, my era, also the same thing have lah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine, right? Because I've come across some people who I feel that they are a bit sour or they're a bit salty. Oh, this person can afford. Of course, like their parents provided for them. Their parents give them all this funding, and I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, just getting support from your parents. After,
Yeah, of course. If the parents do already have like initially save up some money for their kids, you know, I think in general it's 天经地义, right? You know, that kind of thing.
True.
Yeah.
Then what about for you? Would you do the same for your son?
Of course. Which is why I'm working so hard now.
Oh, is it? Or
Yeah.
will you be like, hey, you know, you're a man, you need to.
Being a dad, a parent who has the capability in helping, of course, I won't help 100%. Okay, because as a person growing up, you know, you still need to understand it is not easy to earn hard-earned money. Okay, if as a parent today, if you can help him, I mean for me, if you can help him in the future, if he need, I mean not only in the aspect of probably a down payment, it's more of the aspect of why I'm working so hard. I think most parents are working very hard in general because what if they want to go overseas to study? They want to study something that is out of the norm, you know. Probably usually if you go overseas to study, you can easily need a couple of 100,000 or even up to 1 million, depending on the duration, right? This is a very important part. It's not so much about just a down payment of a property or even like wedding or that. Of course, all this it can be done if I do have enough to support. As a growing up adult, you know, each person needs to handle their own financial or even their health. You know, everything has to be they themselves decide. It can't be always the parents helping them because they lead their own life at the end of the day.
True.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can't spend recklessly and then still expect to, you know, have money to afford a house, right?
Definitely.
You still have to track yourself, and it would be nice if your parents support a little bit, here and there.
Maybe not full lah. It can't be full one lah.
Have to have some.
Yeah, you have to have some of your own capability in paying things for yourself. I think that's very, very important. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
And we have come to the end of this episode. So if you have any home enquiries, or if you are a high net worth person, or if you are, you know, below 30s and you want to get your own private property, feel free to reach out to Eric.
Yes. Always here for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.